One of the days from last year that I remember the most is my third day on my international photo shoot in New Zealand for Kayak Australia. So the third and final day that I had, all the talent and everyone else, they went to Fiji, and I had my last day alone in New Zealand. And the reason that I remember this day so vividly is because the night before, I had a list of what I'm gonna do on the third day. I had like a list of activities, and I had a list of the times that I would do that activities. And the reason why I remember that, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. and I went to go do a cold plunge. And yeah, I was really tired because I think I slept at like maybe 12:30 or 1. So I was off of like 4.5 hours of sleep. But I still woke up, jumped in the ocean. And even though it was really freezing cold and the water was like insanely like ice cold, I was talking about like the temperature, it was freezing cold. I just felt a rush afterwards, and I felt so alive after doing that. And then I completed every single thing on my to-do list. And for some reason, when I was done with everything on my to-do list and I ticked everything, I just felt gratification. Like, wow, I really told myself that I'm gonna do these things, and I stuck to it. And it's so crazy how something simple like sticking to your plan, it can bring you such gratification. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because the last 2-3 months, I haven't been sticking to a routine or a schedule. And even though I've been way more productive now than I have been in the past, I think me being productive now with a routine will take me to the next level. So I wake up at 7:30, which is a bit earlier than what I usually wake up, because I'll be waking up at like 9-10 a.m. recently. But woke up 7:30 and I was like, all right, I'm gonna write down a proper morning routine and a night routine, and I want to stick to this daily. I feel like my days would be way more productive if I stick to this routine. So from about 8 till maybe 9:15, I was just writing down on my Google Tasks app like my morning routine, night routine, and then I wrote down my tasks for the day. And also I was sticking to what my morning routine would have been. But since I woke up at 7:30 and finished the planning at like 9:15, that put me a few hours behind. So I told myself, all right, if I don't get everything completed today, I'll just do it tomorrow. I just want to get majority done. I did basically everything on my list, and there wasn't a time where I was bored or got distracted or anything. And I feel the same gratification that I felt like I did in New Zealand on that third day. And the reason I'm documenting this is because routine is very important. And if you feel like you're missing something in your life, or you're bored or something, if you have a routine and you write down your tasks of what you need to do the next day, you will always have something to do, and you will always feel that gratification after you finish doing it. That's just the way to do it now. Obviously, if you've got a creative burst and you're working till 4 a.m., then obviously don't stick to that routine. But when you can stick to the routine, stick to the routine. But again, if there's a networking event or something pops up, I'm not gonna beat myself up, but I'm going to try my best to stick to this routine and write down tasks that I need to do the next day. That way, not only am I more productive, but I get that same gratification I got. It's almost like you finish off a jigsaw puzzle. Like you put all the pieces together and there's nothing left to do. That's the same with challenging yourself with tasks the next day and finally completing it. Plan your days, otherwise your days are going to be a waste of time.